Thanks for being here. Thanks for waking up. You had a late show last night.
Yeah, man. I like this is a lounge kind of interview. This is fun here.
Well, it's therapy. You can lay down on the couch.
Okay, good. Yeah, I probably need it.
We're gonna get deep. Yeah. It's cool. Tell me about your experience so far this week. You've been busy.
Yeah. I don't remember where we were before we came to Vegas, but that's usually the case. Got in, played a show last night at Resorts World. Sold out. Crowd was great. It's a really great room.
Yeah.
Got to check out a little bit of this over here, some of the rodeo, and got my butt whipped gambling a little bit. So
you and me both, pal. You and me both.
Yeah.
10 days in Vegas. The odds are definitely not in your favor.
At a certain point, I'm just paying to play here.
Paying for your free drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. You got your start in Jacksonville, Alabama. And I've been down there at that university. You played at that university. Is it the Gamecocks? Or, yeah, the Gamecocks. How can you have the same mascot name as South Carolina?
Well, there's a bunch of tigers too, you know.
Yeah, but it's Cocky the Gamecock, and you got Cocky the Gamecock at South Carolina too.
There's been some confusion.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is it's Jacksonville, Alabama. Nobody knows there's a Jacksonville, Alabama. So you got Jacksonville, Florida, and you got the Gamecocks, South Carolina. That really mess us up a lot over there.
What was growing up like in Jacksonville?
Quiet.
Quiet?
Birmingham was a big city to me for a long time. I've never been on a plane before I signed a record deal in 2018. So, you know.
That was your first time on a plane?
Yeah, first time flying. So it's changed pretty quickly. But that's one reason I keep performing down there and I still go back so much is life just moves a lot slower down there, you know, and it's a great place to get inspiration for songs from, you know, because that's like so many memories and so much family down there.
So what were the options in Jacksonville, Alabama, if music didn't steal you away?
Well, I assumed I'd be building houses, which I'm sure I would be still doing that if it hadn't worked out like it did. But I worked for UPS for a little while, delivering packages. I always liked that job. That was kind of what I wanted to do because I feel like there's not a lot of jobs where people are always happy to see you. And everybody always loves to see the UPS guy. So
yeah, you're not serving a warrant.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I like the uniforms too. You know?
The brown uniforms?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's where the mustache started, because you couldn't have any facial hair except for a mustache if you worked for UPS, yeah. And so I had a creepy mustache and rode in a truck for UPS for a while.
Well, we're in the holidays right now. UPS drivers, Amazon drivers, they're getting hammered. Did you notice the big uptick during the holidays?
Yeah, it was, the truck would be full and then it would be
full.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So playing around, when you were playing football, were you also playing music at the same time?
Yeah, I didn't really have any goals with it. I didn't think I was ever gonna have a record deal or songs on the radio or anything. I'd play in local bars around town, and I think the start of my music career was the downfall of my football career. I was staying out in bars till 2 o'clock in the morning playing music, and then had to get up for a 5:30 workout, and I was really struggling. There was several times I slept in my car in the Kennemer parking lot with my workout clothes on, just like hoping one of my buddies would wake me up on his way into the gym.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'll be a wake-up call at some point. Were you a good football player?
I was all right. I mean, it's one of those things where you...
Linebacker, or what were you?
I was a quarterback.
You were the quarterback?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you think you're good until you get to that next level, and then you realize how many great ball players there are. And Jacksonville State was Division I AA when I played there, so we could take transfers from SEC schools and they didn't have to sit out a year. This is before NIL and all this stuff. Yeah. So we had a lot of really great players come through there.
It's a great campus, great school, great town. I fell in love with it when I was down there. That was the first time I had been down there, and I was just like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got every reason in the world to move to Nashville or wherever, but it's still home for me down there.
You got a lot of family still there?
Yeah, my whole family's literally both sides of both sets of grandparents grew up in the same town. Knew each other's when they were kids, you know. So it's a really small town feel right there in Jacksonville.
Were there enough clubs to play in Jacksonville?
I just played the same ones every week. And I think people came out and saw me play. It wasn't because I was that good. It was just because there was nowhere else to go. You know, everybody in Alabama saw me play a show over the years, and they had no choice. You know, they're probably just trying to enjoy their quiet meal, and I was up there wailing away. You know.
So you do that for a number of months, years, whatever. What was it that drew you to Nashville? Just somebody telling you should take the next step?
I did it really backwards. I probably played in the Southeast with no manager, no booking agent, nothing. I had a little business card with my phone number on it. I did that for about 8 years when I got out of college. And then somewhere along the lines, I started writing music. I put some songs out. And a guy called me from Birmingham, Alabama, and asked me to come play a venue called Iron City.
Yeah.
Held about 1,300 people, and I was like, man, it'll be empty. Like, I don't know anybody in Birmingham. And he stayed on me about it, so finally I went down there, and we sold 1,260 tickets to the show.
Wow.
And I had no clue anybody in Birmingham knew who I was, and it turns out there was the songs that I had out that people were streaming and downloading and all that. And so record labels started coming to shows. Publishing companies started coming down from Nashville, so it was really opposite. I hadn't been to Nashville, but Nashville kind of came and saw some of my shows.
Well, that's a good sign.
It was great. Yeah, it was just, again, like I feel like the state of Alabama really kind of put me on their shoulders and was like, this is our guy.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to realize there's all these guys from Georgia. Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Brantley Gilbert, Cole Swindell, you know, all these people from Georgia. We didn't really have that in Alabama. So.
You got Jamie Johnson, you got you.
Yeah, Randy Owen.
And the Alabama.
That's it.
Yeah, there's really not much more, is there? Why is that?
I don't know. We're all working for UPS.
Yeah. Building houses.
Yeah.
Were you scared to make the jump up to Nashville, or did it just feel right?
Well, by the time I came to Nashville, I signed a record deal in March of 2018. I signed a publishing deal the week before, and then I went on the road. You know, There Was This Girl was the first song we sent to radio.
We played that on the highway.
Yeah. And my next song was I Wish Grandpa's Never Died that went to radio. So it really seemed like the right choice after those two songs, you know.
It doesn't usually happen this fast. If you're wondering how the business works, they call it a 10-year town for a reason, and it usually takes at least 10 years for you to really get your chops and get the right connections and to do everything. But you took off like a rocket.
Yeah, there was a lot of the groundwork was kind of already done.
You already did your 10 years.
I didn't realize I'd done it, you know, but I already written There Was This Girl. When I started taking label meetings, I got a record deal offered from 4 major labels. And so I was kind of getting recruited. I was getting taken to these nice dinners, and they were, you know, talking
it's
sweet
like being
to
a player
me.
again.
Yeah, and I had that song recorded. So I was able to play it for labels and go like, this is what I'm about to put out. So I think it helped me sweeten my deal a little bit, and it certainly got people really fired up about my career, which, as you know, you need your record label to be a fan of what you're doing. You need them to believe in it and go push it and all that. So it's worked out great. It's certainly not an overnight thing, but from that moment in my career, things really took off to a different place.
And they've been taking off ever since. I mean, you got to be pinching yourself right now just after the CMAs this year. I mean, this was a big feather in your cap.
Yeah, me and Ella won 3 or 4 awards. It's always good when you can't remember how many.
Yeah.
I've been around long enough to know that doesn't happen much. So it's great to have 2 really big songs with Ella. You Look Like You Love Me and Don't Mind If I Do, or, you know, huge songs. We got to tour together for nearly 2 years playing those songs.
Yeah.
And there's something cool about that. Like, you get to see the crowd, how excited they were when she would come out on stage and we would play those songs together. And it's just great to have things that are really working. When the music's really connecting with people, it's very motivating.
Now, you're not permanently tied to Ella. You do have a solo career.
Yeah. I will say I about have to have a female out on the tour with me all the time now, because I've got so many duets. I need somebody to sing with me. A girl named Hannah McFarland, I know you know
I love Hannah.
Is out with me on tour now. She's playing these shows with me here in Vegas, and she does a great job.
And
She's also from Alabama.
You got a song on your album with her.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Just Need You. Yeah, she's got a great voice. It's so cool to find people that have a really unique sound. I feel like the best thing you can be now as a new artist is different.
And is that something you made a conscious effort to do yourself, is to figure out what that voice was?
I wouldn't say it was conscious. I just I didn't know any other way to sing. And, you know, when you write your own songs, you're the only one that writes from that place. You know, so when I started playing cover shows, I was quickly deterred from having a career because there was so many people better than me. You know, and I thought, man, how am I going to stand out over this guy that can, you know, sing his butt off, and
Yeah.
I could barely carry a tune, and it was writing. I was like, well, he can't come up with this. I'm the only one that lived this or whatever. So I've always just been mindful of trying to write things that are really specific to me, and what's cool about country music is people take those lyrics and make them about their own life.
Yeah, that's cool. Was it easy for you to write songs? Because I mean, I've just dabbled in it enough that I just because I want to get closer to the craft of it.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate myself ever becoming a full-time songwriter, but I love trying it to see. And it's one of those skills to me that I've learned is a lot more difficult than you think.
Songwriting is, it's like when I was learning to play guitar. I remember when playing and singing at the same time seemed impossible. I don't know if anybody's ever learned to play guitar, but it's like, how could my hands be doing something and be talking and until you get it, and then you don't even think about it. And songwriting's like that. If you go sit down and try to write a song, you're like, how do you come up with the music? How do you come up with this or whatever? But then once you write one, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. Yeah. And I was always kind of like, songwriting is such a lucky thing. To write a hit song, there's a lot of luck involved in that. You have to come up with this and that, whatever. Something has happened in your life, that melody has to come to you. But when you look at songwriting as something that you can get better at, it really opens you up to go, okay, well, I might write 30 songs to write one good one.
Yeah.
And don't put so much pressure on yourself to write a hit. Just write stuff that, that you like, that you think other people will like. And if you go play shows, you'll find out what works.
Do you know the difference? You write 30 songs. How do you know the one in that pile is the one? Is it a gut feeling? Is it just...
They tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point. I learned to write by playing shows. I would go to some little bar, restaurant, and play, and I'd go, man, that line, that one guy sat his beer down. One guy looked up from the steak when I said this. So I'm like, okay, well, that kind of thing works, or this type of song really works. And if you write something that's right, the fans will tell you.
Yeah, that's true. Is there any topic for a song that is off the table? It's like if people go, hey, I want to write a song about this, and you're like, oh, no, I can't touch that. I mean, is there...
Well, it's not off the table, but it'd be hard to outright I Wish Grandpa's Never Died. That's a pretty big song for me.
Yeah.
And there was this girl was my first number one. If somebody wants to write a song about a girl, I'll always do that too. So certainly not off the table. I just think that the topics of country music haven't changed. You know, and the values of growing up in a small town and that kind of thing. And I just feel like you got to find a cooler way to say it.
Yeah. Joe Nichols said just the other day, he goes, someone came up to him and goes, man, we need to get back to our roots of country. There's too much party music out there. And Joe goes, have you listened to Hank Williams Sr.? He was writing about beer a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wrote a song called If It Wasn't for Trucks. And I used to jokingly say, I got upset because nobody had ever written a song about a truck before, so I want to try something new. But if we stopped after Pickup Man, we wouldn't have Daddy Let Me Drive, we wouldn't have I Drive Your Truck. And all those songs are about way more than a truck. They're about, emotions you feel or whatever. And for me, when my granddaddy passed away, I was taught you got to be tough, you don't cry, but like, that's when it hit me, was me riding down the road in an old truck, where I went on my first date. And when I would walk outside, I always lived above my means truck-wise. I always had a nicer truck than I could afford. And I would walk outside and just look at it every once in a while. It's old Z71, it wasn't nice.
Sometimes girls don't understand the relationship guys have with their trucks. I mean, it's like a dog. It's like a wife. It's like I
don't know about wife. It's when you grow up in a small town too. Like that's how you know everybody. Somebody would come right around my hometown and there'd be arms thrown up out the window before you get a mile from somebody because they know who it is by your truck. You don't see that in the big city. Everybody Ubers everywhere. There's nowhere to park. So you don't. I don't know what half the people in Nashville drive that I'm friends with. Never seen their car.
What truck do you have now?
I got a GMC, big old, way too big, lifted up GMC.
That you can't park anywhere.
Yeah, I need to grow out of that loving a big lifted up truck. Like my mom, she can't even get in it. Can't even ride to the store with my mom, But
there is a relationship with the truck, though.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a name for it? Because I always name my cars.
I've never named my truck.
What?
Yeah, I'm afraid that I would name it something, and then, I'd date a girl that was named that or something. I don't know. It would ruin. I'd sell the truck when we broke up.
There's songs about that too. What is it? 1500 OBO.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Exactly about that. Too many memories of the truck.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you do have a little guitar sitting next to you. I think he might be convinced to play it if you all wanted him to play it. And if you're loud enough and sing along loud enough, he might play another one later. And that trend might continue. So
It's a good way to get things done.
That's it. Hey.
If you don't boo, I might play another one. I heard Grandpa back there. I'll play that one for you.
Oh, come on.
It's always nice to get a good cry first thing in the morning. Wish girls you love never gave back diamond rings. Wish every porch had a swing. Wish kids still learn to say sir, ma'am, how to shake a hand. Wish every state had a Birmingham. Wish everybody knew all the words their mama tried. And I wish Monday mornings felt just like Friday nights. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold Busch Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. And I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. I wish Sundays on the creek bank would never end. Wish I could learn to drive again. Wish the first time 17 she was my everything kiss. The Chevrolet should happen every day. And I wish everybody overseas gonna make it home. I wish country music still got played on country radio. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold Busch Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. And I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. I wish grandpas never died. And I wish good dogs never got gray and old. I wish farms never got sold. And I wish even cars had truck beds. Every road was named Copperhead. And coolers never run out of cold Busch Light. And I wish high school home teams never lost. Back road drinking kids never got caught. Wish the price of gas was low and cotton was high. And I wish honky tonks didn't have no closing time. And I wish grandpas never died. And I wish grandpas never died.
Green on the Stormy Sessions. Here on the Area Rodeo Live stage presented by the American Hat Company. It is my honor to close out our 10-day run with one of my dear friends and a guy that I just so proud of. All your success, everything you've been bringing to the table, and a kind of a responsibility that you feel to keep bringing to the table, don't you? I mean, it's like, now that you have this success, now that you're selling out shows, now that you're on big headlining tours, traveling around the world, do you feel a little bit of pressure to keep that ball rolling to take care of these fans?
Yeah, I mean, pressure's a weird word, but it is a little like that, you know?
Yeah.
I think in some careers, when you get to a certain place, you go, okay, I've made it here, I can relax. And this is the exact opposite. You know, when I have a song that's, you know, a really big song or a record that does really well or an album, whatever it is, it's more motivating to me to go, okay, now I gotta go write something better than that. I gotta write the next one.
For them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, while people are listening you know, I've had songs that have done well, but songs like I Wish Grandpa's Never Died or Jesus Saves or songs that have a real story and a real meaning, when you see a reaction from a fan about something like that, or they tell you a story about, hey, that reminded me of my dad or whatever it is, that's what's motivating for me, is to be able to write a song that makes somebody feel a certain way. Yeah.
To connect. Yeah, that's the goal of any songwriter.
I think so.
That's really cool, and I'm sure you got so many stories that have been sent to you, told to you in person about Grandpa's and Jesus Saves, I'm sure,
yeah.
Which is amazing. Did you change the beer name in Grandpa's?
I did. I've always done that. There was I played it in Titan Stadium, and then it got a lot of recognition that I changed it. But I've always changed the lyrics because we drank cheap beer when I was growing up, you know, and I grew in the same way with the truck. Is like, you know, y'all remember this, when you're growing up, everybody's got a truck. They're like, oh, I wouldn't be caught dead in a Ford. I'm a Chevy guy, or I wouldn't be caught dead in a Dodge or whatever. Yeah. People were like that about trucks, their football team,
and beer.
And I had a buddy I remember used to drink hot natural light.
Ooh.
He would bring a case down to the beach and sit in the sand.
Nasty Natty?
Yeah, but he said he'd drink it hot because he learned to drink it hot so his friends wouldn't steal all his beer. Which is pretty smart if you think about it. But yeah, I mean, I was a Busch Light guy growing up, you know?
Yeah.
And so I always changed the lyrics, and then I got to deal with Busch Light.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
Because I'll tell you what, I remember when I first got to Nashville, and my booking agent was William Morrison. They said, they wanted me to fill out the sheet. What kind of truck do you like? What kind of this do you like? That or whatever. I said, well, hold on. Why don't you go see who will write me a check, and then I'll tell you what I'm like after that. Because I can make anything rhyme.
I love wine spritzers.
Yeah, whatever. Give me a deal with Kim Crawford.
Yeah. And as important as grandpas are in that song, and we all miss our grandpas if we don't have them around right now, and that's what really grabs us in that song. The line that gets me is the dog line. I mean, it crushes me every time I hear it. We lose dogs too early.
Yeah. You know, I've had a lot of good hunting dogs over the year. I've had to watch get where they can't get up and go in the morning. That's tough.
Oh, it's absolutely brutal.
We really are going to cry today.
Yeah, we're going to cry. I told you, lie down. Yeah. Lie down on the couch.
I wasn't sad till I got here. What kind of counseling is this?
I was doing fine when I woke up.
I thought I was.
Well, we'll lighten it up. One of the last concerts I saw before COVID shut everything down, he was opening up for Jason Aldean. And Grandpa's, I mean, the entire Thomas Bowling Arena in Knoxville was on their feet singing every word, cell phones with their flashlights on. I was so proud of that moment for you, because that was kind of a real coming out party for you in that phase of your career.
Yeah, honestly, it really was, because I was out with Jason Aldean, then there was a guy named Morgan Wallen, and then it was me. That's who was on that tour. And, you know, Jason's been around forever, has got hit after hit. Morgan had really started to kind of make his jump.
Just started, yeah.
But I only had, I think, one number one. I think Those Girl was the only hit that I had. And so it's sort of tough when you go out there to you know, kind of stand shoulder to shoulder with those other big names. And because of Grandpa's, it worked. There was a lot of people that came to those shows to see Jason or me or Morgan and didn't know who I was, but they knew Grandpa's.
Yeah.
And even if they didn't, when they heard it in that setting and saw everybody around them singing it, they're like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, so it was really a big tour for me. It helped a lot.
It was great. I was standing out in the pit watching Jason Aldean show, and I get a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around, and there's this 6'6". How tall are you?
How about 6'4"? But in the story, I can be 6'6".
You're 6'6".
Always bigger in the story. It's like a fish.
Sure. I'm 6'3", and he seems like he's like 9 inches taller than me. But he tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around and looked, and he was wearing a long wig.
Yeah.
Because he used to go into the crowd when he was starting to get recognized, so he'd dress up in disguise so he could actually go see the headliner's show.
Yeah, it turns out I just look like me with a wig on.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
not
I was
good.
going to get at. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think you were fooling anybody, by the way.
I think people knew who it was. They just didn't want to talk to me, so it seemed like it works.
That was fun. How did that moment when we all started just, whoop, suddenly there's no shows, and your career was just taking off, and suddenly we got to go through about 3-4 years of slowing the wheels down.
Well, I mean, there was a lot about it that was tough. Obviously, it was tough on everybody. It was a horrible time in the world to not be able to go out and play country music or do much of anything. But I really enjoyed the time off. I mean, that was the best hunting season. If you look back at my 2020, there's just a deer every week. It seemed like somewhere. I've never had that much time, not in the last decade. So it was great to be able to go home and spend time with family and catch up and honestly kind of sit back and reflect on how great the last few years have been for me in country music. And I'm getting to do that for a living. So I certainly don't want anything like 2020 to happen again, but I wouldn't mind having that kind of time off again.
Yeah, because you do not have that time off. You're leaving straight from here, going to South Carolina for a show.
Yeah.
It's not a quick trip.
No, I need to get my booking agent a globe so they know where it's close to something. So I start doing this.
It's bad routing.
Yeah. And we're going back to Australia.
I'm going to be there with you.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
And then we're stopping from there and going to Japan to play a U.S. Army base out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to play one at Pearl Harbor.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
Thanks for supporting our troops, as always.
I just remember growing up a huge fan of Toby Keith, and he always did that. You know, he'd go over and play in overseas for the troops, and like now that I've had a career in country music and I know how busy we are, it means even more because I think about you're taking the time off that you have, which is not much, to go and fly across the country, which is what you do weekly anyway, and going to another country and play for the troops is such a big thing. So obviously it's an honor to get to do it. I'm looking forward to that.
I've been on a number of USO and Stars for Stripes visits all around the globe, and there's nothing more fulfilling than seeing our men and women in uniform doing their jobs. And you'll get this a lot. You've experienced a lot with our veterans and our military. They'll sit there and go, thank you. And we're like, no, thank you. And it goes back, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, well, anytime somebody like that comes and thanks me for sitting around playing a couple of songs on guitar, I'm like, that's fine, don't worry about it.
It's a crazy world, but that's cool. Yeah, so it's Jordan Davis, Old Dominion, and you as the headliners at CMC Rocks in Ipswich, which is just outside of Brisbane in Australia. And we're doing that in March, and I've been doing it for 17 years now.
And you wouldn't know how big country music is over there.
Huge!
It's crazy.
They're starved for it. So
It's hard to believe, but they're more rural than we are.
Yep.
Like 99% of the country lives like right on the coast. It's all this, the outback, I guess.
They call them rednecks here in the States. In Australia, they call them bogans. So a bogan is a redneck. And there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
And it's a crazy time. So we're going to have a blast. You did that festival not too long ago, didn't you?
No, but
Was this your first time doing the festival?
First time doing the festival, yeah. But I have been over there. We did a headline tour, so it was great, man. Yeah.
Great people. And is it wild watching the world shrink when it comes to country music's exposure? I feel like the world is getting smaller because of country music.
100%. I mean, we did about 3 weeks in Europe last year. It's unreal. Every show is sold out. I mean, they were singing. Their accent's a little different. But they still sing every
Food's
word.
a little funny.
Yeah, food's, yeah. I don't know what it is about. So I've never had an Australian person or somebody from Europe or whatever come to the United States and go, hey, you got to try this. But that's what they always do with me is they're like, you got to try Vegemite.
I love Vegemite.
Horrible. It's awful.
I love Vegemite.
It's like
I'll
brown
smuggle
toothpaste.
it home. I'll smuggle it home.
It's so bad. But they always do it. You got to try this, and what is the stuff they put baked beans on everything in Europe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The tomato.
They're not like Bush's baked. They're not like
blood sausage.
Yeah, it's them. I'm out.
A lot of crazy
I
stuff.
bring my own food over there.
Well, it's up to you guys. He's still got his guitar on his lap. Do you guys want to hear another one? Riley Green on the Stormy Sessions. Presented by the American Hat Company on the Area Rodeo Live stage.
We on here.
Oh, can we talk about Jesus Saves real quick?
Yep.
All right. First time I heard Jesus Saves, I cried. It changed my life, and it changes anybody's lives who hears this song. And it's so simple, the inspiration behind it. It's just a cardboard sign on the side of a road. But how you made that cardboard sign an entire biography for the character in this song, I find that just absolutely amazing how you were able to put so much into so little.
I love writing songs that are simple ideas, and that was one that, when it hit me, I mean, the true story of it is I really did see a guy on the side of the road, had a cardboard sign, and I thought, man, how tough would it be to try to win over a complete stranger from just what you can fit on a piece of cardboard? You know, and we're so quick to think, well, they're probably on drugs or alcohol or whatever.
Yeah.
I just thought, man, if I knew what somebody had been through, what would it take for me to really feel that compassion and want to pull over? So I started writing this guy's story, and I remember when I wrote it, I listened back to it, and it made me feel something.
Yeah.
Which is always a good sign, you know. I'll do that one if you want to.
Yeah, I would love that. Get your Kleenex out, kids.
There was a man I used to pass on my way into town. He was covered in dirt like the world had beat him down. I often wondered how we ended up like that, till one day driving home I pulled over and asked him. I said, man, where did it all go wrong? He said, son, do you really want to know? My daddy left for another woman, moved off to L.A. My mama fought hard against that cancer, but she died when I was 8. I finished school, my country shipped me off to war. When I came home, my whole world, she didn't love me anymore. It's hard to see all that when you're driving by. So I just write down Jesus Saves, 'cause there ain't no way to fit that on a sign. Took him to a diner, I bought him a cup of coffee. He asked me if he could bum a couple dollars off me. He told me his story, I told mine. He said thanks, 'cause most folks around here would never take the time. He said, I lost my job down at the mill when that factory closed. Army stopped sending me them checks. The bank took everything I owned. Hitchhiked my way up to Chicago. The nights were too damn cold. I hopped a train and headed west, 'cause I had nowhere else to go. It's hard to see all that driving by. So I just write down Jesus Saves, 'cause there ain't no way to fit that on a sign. You can't fit all that on a sign. Probably would have wrote down a little more if I could have found a bigger piece of cardboard. My brother Walter was my hero, but he was bad to drink. One night he laid his Harley down along that Ohio riverbank. Me and my ex-wife tried for kids and we were dating. Hell, we even had baby names picked out. Little Walter didn't make it. It's hard to see all that driving by. So I just write down Jesus Saves, 'cause hell, there ain't no way to fit that on a sign. You can't fit all that on a sign. Thank you.
If you didn't feel the words of that song, you do not have a heartbeat. I mean, that is such a well-written song. And we played the heck out of it on the big 615.
Yeah, I know it, man. That was I appreciate y'all doing that. That's a special song to me, and it wasn't a big single that was pushed everywhere, but I love that y'all liked it enough to play it.
I just don't get it. Why wouldn't that take off? Did you scratch your head a little bit going, hey, this is a pretty good song here?
Yeah. You know, there are songs that I think are bigger songs than they end up being, but, you know, at the same time, too, I've had a lot of songs that were not big, successful commercial hits that probably mean more to people than some of the other ones, you know?
Yeah, Garth Brooks' The Dance was never a #1 song. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
The Dance, but yet it's his biggest song that he plays.
Well, I Wish Grandpa's Never Died wasn't a #1. Yeah. In Color by Jamie Johnson wasn't #1. That's crazy to me, you know? But they're still huge songs, so I'll take it.
What are the charts now?
I'll take a song like that.
Talk about the crowd that you've seen this week here in Vegas. I mean, these are cowboys, these are cowgirls. This is a rural fan base of ranch life and horses and cattle. I mean, these are people, man. These are the realest of real.
Well, they're country music folks. That's what's great about it. You know,
yeah.
You get to. I don't spend a lot of time out in Vegas, and this is the time that I want to come.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of country music loving folks out here, so glad y'all are here, and I'm glad we get to play a little bit for y'all.
I mean, having been out here all 10 days for the first time, I mean, this is like CMA Fest with cowboy hats.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, how many country artists are out here this week? I mean, there's dozens.
It was hard to recognize anybody because everybody's got a cowboy hat on.
I got a cowboy hat on.
I know, it looks good.
Thank you. That's so funny. Aside from the going overseas and the USO tours, thank you for doing that again. What does 2026 look like besides a new album?
We're going to put a new album out, probably put some new music out pretty early towards the top of the year, so looking forward to that. We're in the studio now. I've got my tour, the Cowboys That Gets tour. Justin Moore's coming out on the road with me. I'm a huge fan of Justin, so.
Love Justin.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. We're going to play a bunch of shows again and put out a bunch of new music and hopefully keep riding this wave.
How are you on social media?
I mean, I know how to work it. Yeah. This time of year, I'm just posting hunting pictures most of the time anyway. That's about all I'm doing. But
it's been beneficial to you.
It has. It's certainly worked for me. I don't know how to do TikTok. I've got somebody that sort of does that for me, but I'll still post on Instagram every once in a while, let people know what I'm up to.
It's a wild time, though, for an artist. It's almost like it's a necessity now, right?
Yeah, there's times that I wish I didn't have it, but I wouldn't be where I'm at without it. I mean,
right.
I've teased so many songs on social media and post a video of me playing them, and people come out to my shows and video it and post it everywhere, and it's how people find music now.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. So it's going to be a big 2026 for Riley Green. I think we're just still seeing just the beginning of what you are going to become. I mean, you're on your way. I mean, it's without a doubt.
It's going well. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
y'all.
awesome. I think we got time for a couple more songs before we close out. That wasn't loud enough. Do you want to hear me do a couple more songs? There we go. There we go. Is that enough?
That's fine.
Okay.
But that was, you said Bartender and Destin. I don't know that I've played this song at a show yet, so I'll do that one for you, man.
Oh, cool.
It's about a bartender and Destin. How's it start? Yeah. But we're out on a whim. I was just trying to find me a new place to chase some cheap tequila with a lime. Heard a half-drunk steel drum, Jimmy Buffett tune. Yeah, and lucky me, I found a seat on the last bar stool. When I saw who was asking what I was drinking, my heart down near hit the floor. She wore a blue bandana and a Budweiser tank top, had a boat anchor tattoo, and boy, a smile made my world stop. I couldn't get enough. I held on to every second, went on a beach love bender with a dive bartender and Destin. She grew up in Alabama, but she cheers for the Gators. Her daddy runs a charter when he ain't drinking makers. Loves AC/DC and a midnight Marlboro. Yeah, sitting here smoking one tonight makes me miss that girl. With a blue bandana and a Budweiser tank top, and a boat anchor tattoo, and a smile that made my world stop. I couldn't get enough. Held on to every second, went on a beach love bender with a dive bartender and Destin. I must have fell from her, cause I stayed till closing time. She must have fell from me, cause I never spent a dime. Wore a blue bandana and a Budweiser tank top, and a boat anchor tattoo, and a smile that made my world stop. I couldn't get enough. Held on to every second, went on a beach love bender with a dive bartender and Destin. Hey, I remembered it and everything.
A beach bar bender sounds kind of fun right now.
Yeah, well, I had to do something to get us out of that sad lull we were in there. I thought a beachy song might cheer us back up a little bit.
Is that song a true story?
As far as I remember. Yeah, there was a boat anchor tattoo in there somewhere.
I'm sure there was.
I don't know if it was me or her.
I'm not even going to ask where the tattoo was.
Hell of a way to go.
I've got some talking to do, and then he'll play his next song.
Nice try.
We'll get to it. I want you to brag about the foundation you started.
Buford Bonds Foundation is named after my two granddaddies. They were both, one was in the Army, one was in the Air Force. Man, it's just such a cool thing that we get to do, traveling, playing country music. So I thought, you know, if I could do a couple of events a year, we do a golf tournament, softball, charity softball game, take a portion of ticket prices from my shows, we put it in this foundation, and then, you know, at the end of the year, I can sit there and look at, you know, what charity or what organization has really kind of been on my mind or somewhere that I want to help. And we do a lot with St. Jude. We do a lot with Folds of Honor, a lot of military organizations. So it's great. I get to honor my two granddaddies and, you know, try to help out what good cause I can at the same time.
Vince Gill once told me, I asked him, why does he give so much of his time and energy and money doing charity events year round? I mean, no one does more charity events than Vince Gill. I said, why do you do all that? He goes, because there was a time when nobody asked. You feel that way?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every day I get to, there's times I cuss traveling and singing, and, you know, like anything else, it's still a job, but there's something that's so cool about getting to do this for a living. And when you realize that your time and your name has the value to be able to help out somebody else, you know, it makes you want to do it. And
that's cool.
The foundation's been a great way to do that.
And now, who's coming to Nashville soon? Raise your hand if you plan on coming to Nashville. Well, there's a must stop in Nashville in Midtown. It's called the Duck Blind, and it is the best sports bar you will ever walk into. I mean, I know there's sports books here, the casinos here, and those are cute, but that's nothing compared to the Duck Blind.
I agree. Yeah. It's an awesome place, and probably even bigger than that for me. And you know this. It was once a bar called Winners, which is connected to a bar that's still there called Losers, and it's the place that everybody hangs out. It's the local hangout in town, and it's not on Broadway like all the other artist bars. It's down in Midtown. And it's a little more of a laid-back feel, and everybody's played there. You know, everybody cut their teeth coming to play Whiskey Jam at Winners. So it's cool that same building has now got my name on it, and I get to see up-and-coming guys and girls come there and play, and, you know, hopefully get a start like I did.
And I could lose a football day in there easily. It's that cool of a place. I think you have screens around the entire top
Oh yeah,
floor.
when you're watching a NASCAR race, you'll get a headache. Yeah, look like this. Big screens in there.
Great staff, great location, great decor. It's kind of got a hunting theme if you haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
It's called the Duck Blind.
Yeah.
Before you play your last song, our friends at American Hat Company want to present you with a hat.
Oh, really?
This box is empty.
Okay. Really had me excited. I thought I was going to jump out of the box.
No, but I'm going to walk you
We
down.
want to give you an empty box.
We're going to walk you down and get you your own, whatever color,
Nice,
whatever
man.
size. We're going to get shaped for you. Thanks again to our friends at American Hat Company.
Yeah.
So you got that. All right, I can't believe we're on our final song of our final show of the Stormy Sessions for 10 days. Thank you all for coming out, the ones who've been here every single day. Thank you so much. For those of you who just showed up today, where the hell have you been? We've been doing it every day. But no, I'm just kidding. Thank you all for coming out. And if you'll have us, we're going to come back and do this again next year. Would you like to do this next year? Cool. I have had an absolute blast. So to close us out for the 2025 NFR Stormy Sessions here at Cowboy Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Riley Green.
It's a lot of pressure. All right, what do y'all want?
Don't screw it up.
Hell of a way to go.
I hear different around here.
That'd be good. Oh. With a good day to leave?
Damn good day to leave.
That's a perfect one to close out with, don't you think so?
All right, listen, you called it.
This is one of my
It's your
favorite.
show.
It is my show, dang it. But thank you for doing this one. This is probably my favorite Riley Green song. I just love the tempo in it.
Yeah, girl, I always pictured it'd be pouring down rain, with old Hank singing some song about trains. At midnight tail lights heading down a highway, or some other heartbroken cliche, but there's nothing but blue skies as far as I can see. She picked a damn good day to leave me, sitting here cooler full of Keystone, nothing to do but fish all day long. Pocket full of 3-day weekend money, and a heartbreak cloud in the forecast, honey. I hate to see you go, but if you ask me, she picked a damn good day to leave. Yeah, well, how in the hell can I watch the big game without me having her here to complain? And how am I gonna do anything now without her here telling me how? Guess it could be worse, but it's 75 degrees. She picked a damn good day to leave me, sitting here cooler full of Keystone, nothing to do but fish all day long. Pocket full of 3-day weekend money, and a heartbreak cloud in the forecast, honey. I hate to see you go, but if you ask me, she picked a damn good day to leave. Yeah, she picked a damn good day to leave. Guess I'll miss the bachelorette, hell, what a shame. But I think Channel 8's about the marathon, John Wayne. I guess she picked a damn good day to leave me, sitting here cooler full of Keystone, nothing to do but drink all day long. Pocket full of 3-day weekend money, and a heartbreak cloud in the forecast, honey. I hate to see you go, but if you ask me, she picked a damn good day to leave. Yeah, she picked a mighty fine day to leave. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good week out here. Thank you.
Riley Green on the Stormy Sessions. Standing ovation. Look at that. Come on. Thanks for coming out, pal.